I'm Jacob Marty. We're in Monticello, Wisconsin at Greenfire Farm, and I raise grass-fed beef, lamb, pasture-raised pork, chicken, turkeys, and laying hens. So, yeah, growing up, we were a confinement, dairy, no grazing other than very set, continuous grazing like out in the woods. Nothing extensive or really managed grazing. It was more just about getting them giving them space. So please don't ram me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, out. So kind of as I was growing up through high school and everything, I didn't feel a real strong pull to come back to the farm. And I was pretty set on going into some type of conservation or biology-based education or career. I went to UW-Stevens Point to study wildlife ecology and research. Please don't, bud. I really got interested in like how can we harmonize food production while also providing habitat for wildlife, and that kind of led me down this road. And luckily, when I came back and told my dad I was interested in returning to the farm, he was pretty excited. And then he kind of took a little bit of hesitation when I told him, but I kind of want to try this other way of farming and see how this goes. And he's like, all right, let's try it. And mostly it's been a good success, and we're still definitely on the learning curve phase of things, but we're doing it. When I was fresh out of college, excited, and I was hoping that it would be a little bit of a quicker progress to things. So that's where I go, but it's very tough. So this is obviously just my experiences and what I've been able to see from maybe my friends and my peers, like the people I grew up with that are farming. I have not seen them show really any interest in changing. Like my friends that have returned to like their family farms or whatever, I haven't seen them show much interest in transitioning their farms, because a lot of times if their farm is working, it has so much momentum, and sometimes if it's going really good, obviously they don't want to change that. And if it's more of a struggle, it's kind of hard to change things when things are in motion. So kind of like thing that I think about is it's really tough maybe to convince current farmers, but I have seen like a ton of interest from people that don't have a direct link to the farm. So maybe they're once or two generations removed, they're living in more of a urban area, or just right now with like social media and the internet, there's so much information, so just people happen to find out about organic or regenerative agriculture or permaculture or something like that, and that spurs some interest. Like I have handfuls of friends that are interested in moving to the farm and contributing to this, and I don't know. I don't think that they would be interested in doing that for a typical like conventional or cash crop farm or something like that right now. So looking forward to like trying to get more farmers, is maybe we should be trying to figure out ways to get people without access to land, and getting them started up and reaching out to those people rather than trying to change people that are doing things a different way right now, but are in agriculture. I don't know. I may have adapted in that way or changed or moved in my thought process on that. So, like a typical farmer in this area or like anywhere in America is going to be like 50 to 60 years old. And I think a lot of them are going to be concerned with like where the rural communities are at right now, and like generally people are moving away and not moving towards the rural communities, like young people and starting families there. So trying to maybe talk to them was like, did your kids want to stay on the farm? Did they leave? Like trying to touch those type of people is like, well, maybe it's because our agriculture, like the way we're doing things, is not offering a lot of hope given broader interest and things that are going on in the world. So like, that was my only reason. Like, it took a while for me to really want to come back because of the legacy and the importance of like a family and a farm here. It was more about what I could do, what type of influence I could have, and change and positive impact I could have on the world.